everyone, my name is Abul and welcome to another video of your channel. Actually, in today's video we are going to count down top 10 best dungeon crawlers games. My name is Abul and without any hesitation we can go right to the video. But before that, if you really like these videos to previewing games, you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, or don't. You can ignore me and watch the videos until end. Let's dive to the video. Number 10 in our list, Wizard of Legend. Wizard of Legend is one of the best dungeon crawler games, enriched with elements known from roguelike games. The dynamic gameplay focuses primarily on dynamic, unfettered combat with tricky mechanics, which makes battles demanding in a good way. Whether or not you come out victorious will depend not only on your dexterity, but also on the use of appropriate counterattacks against enemy attacks. The game devs put over 100 spells that can be mixed and matched into powerful combinations. Number 9. Vaporum. The creators of Vaporum made sure to deliver one of the best dungeon crawlers. Thanks to the lively playthrough and an unusual atmosphere, the action takes place in a steampunk land set in the distant future. The campaign tells the story of a hero trapped on a mysterious island with a huge mechanical tower in its central part. Your mission is to reach its top floor and discover all of its secrets. As you further progress through the tower, the puzzles get more challenging and enemies tougher. The real-time combat system requires sleight of hand, a cold mind, and caution. Each of the opponents has its own strength and weakness, so it will be extremely important to use the right tactics. It is also worth reaching for the prequel Vaporum Lockdown. Number 8. The Slowromancer. Even though the Slowromancer is still in early access, it has already garnered praise and positive feedback from players. The title targets primarily those who enjoy fast and dynamic gameplay. During the session, a lot will be happening on the screen, as from each side enemies and hundreds of magical missiles will be coming at you. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with all of this. The game is still in process of making, so you cannot finish it yet. However, the creators regularly update it by bringing some new content. But to be fair, the way it plays is enough on its own to hook you for an hour. Number 7. Star Crawlers. Dungeon crawler games on Steam are often set in magical worlds and fantasy lands. What if someone does not like this type of setting or glitches in general? The gaming industry has solutions to everyone's tastes. That's when the Star Crawlers come to the rescue. The title from Juggernaut Games is maintained in the science fiction atmosphere with elements of cyberpunk. Instead of dark, mysterious labyrinth, you will find even more terrifying corridors of the space station. Don't accept encounters with dragons, demons, or wild beasts. The heroes controlled by the player will have to arm themselves to fight rebellious robots and deadly machines. Number 6. Ring of Pain. Another rather unusual specimen on this list. Ring of Pain is an interesting combination of dungeon crawlers and a card game. This mix is complemented by elements known from roguelike titles. The game focuses on traversing the procedurally generated levels. What's fascinating about the title is that the main goal is not running away from a dangerous place. Nothing stands in the way of subjugating the place to become its lord and ruler. If you enjoyed spending a significant amount of time playing Slay the Spire, this is a must-have. Number 5. Opernica, The Stolen Sun. Opernica The Stolen Sun will particularly resonate with enthusiasts of classic PC RPGs from decades past. It adopts the style of old-school dungeon crawlers featuring turn-based battles and a jumping movement system. The action is set in a fantasy land inspired by Central European mythology. It is sort of tribute to older titles of this genre. However, the developers watered it down with a pleasant to the eyes graphics and atmospheric soundtrack. Number 4. Wizardy, Proving Grounds of a Mad Overlord. If you've never heard of the classic RPG franchise Wizardy, now's the prime time to fix that. Both newcomers and fans of this series will be happy to learn that the first installment has received a 3D remake. In Wizardy Proving Ground of a Mad Overlord, you explore a maze with a group of sworn allies, but don't expect your journey to be a walk in the park, you know? After all, it's an old school dungeon crawler game with a high difficulty level and punishing combat. You'll face many enemies and fall into deadly pitfalls. There's a lot of fun to be had with this one, especially if you are nostalgic for original title from 1981. other players may be discouraged by annoying bugs and glitches. Number 3. Legend of Grimrock 2. Legend of Grimrock 2 was initially created as an expansion for the first title, but quickly grew to such a size that the game devs decided to release it as a full-fledged sequel. The continuation of a warmly received Legend of Grimrock introduced lots of improvements and novelties while adhering to this essential principle of the genre. However, it was not without some changes. The players were given an opportunity to visit not only cavernous underground corridors, but also to explore the open areas of the island of Nyx. Brace yourself for a challenging game. The locations are filled with puzzles, treasures, and tough opponents. Adventurers will be thrilled. Number 2. Darkest Dungeon and 1 and 2, A list of the best dungeon crawlers with as these do would be incomplete. Difficult but extremely satisfying titles from Red Hook Studio showed players that even old and well-worn mechanics can still be a lot of fun. All you need to do is bind them properly and put them in the stylish, awesome looking frame. The action takes place in a gloomy fantasy world inspired by Middle Ages, dark gothic style and the novel of H.P. Lovecraft. The gameplay itself is based on very simple rules. A group of player-controlled characters explores the levels full of traps and dangers. The key to success is Darkest Dungeon is to keep an eye on the mental state of the characters. While walking through a claustrophobic corridors, they have various fears and phobias that have an impact on combat statistics and contact with the comrades in arms.
But before we dive to the last one, I repeat that I really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, right? Like the video, or just don't like the last one. My name is Avlan, thank you for watching the video.
And number 1. Crawl. Crawl is the first project of Powerhoof Studio with a pretty neat, self-explanatory name. The game is designed for local multiplayer with up to 4 players. One of the players takes the role of warrior traveling through the crypts. The others, on the other hand, take control of traps and monsters, trying to direct them in such a way as to eliminate the hero. When this happens, the players switch roles, and person who managed to kill enters the devil's scheme. Mechanics are incredibly entertaining during the couch co-op session with friends, which guarantees hours of fun gameplay. Thank you everyone. If you enjoyed the video, I really appreciate it. Like, review and subscribe to the channel. My name is Avlan. I will see you in the next episode.